Okay. Now, can you just, I'll get this detail out of the way. You purchased Viatris, and that also meant that Biocon now has a large debt. What is the debt reduction plan?
So first and foremost, I want to, start by saying that the acquisition was a transformational one.
Okay.
I think it has been the largest acquisition in the history of Indian pharmaceuticals.
Yes, it is.
And I think it was very important that we made that acquisition because today, thanks to that, we are now a fully integrated biopharmaceutical company with a direct footprint in 120 countries, with one of the largest pipelines of products, both in the market and under development. And like you earlier mentioned, Latha, we have seen we are preparing for a launch every year of a product. But more than that, we've had a very successful launch, even as we speak, when it comes to the biosimilar version of Stelara or Ustekinumab. I think this is the first launch we have handled ourselves, and I can tell you we are very pleased with the way we've launched it. We have signed up with all the major formularies, and we are seeing a good pull through. And we believe that we will be very, very successful going forward in all the segments that we operate in. The next most exciting product is going to be Aflibercept, where we have settled with Regeneron. And as you know, we now have a visible timeline of being in the market by next, middle of next year, and if not earlier. But I think we've got a great lineup of products. Now, when it comes to the debt, I think there is much ado about nothing when it comes to the debt. I think the debt is very easily serviceable. But having said that, for some reason, I think they've seen us as a debt-free company.
Yeah.
And therefore, they want us to not have this level of debt. Okay. And this is something that we are now really addressing very rapidly, because me also as an entrepreneur, I don't like a certain level of debt, even though we can service it quite comfortably. So we have actually, we are in the process of a QIP and other options of fundraise, just to basically bring our debt levels down to a certain level. And the nice thing about what we are doing is that we are actually retiring, venture debt and converting it into equity. So basically, Biocon will hold greater equity in biologics. So it's not like returning a bank debt. It is really very productively converting a venture debt into equity, which I think is the right thing to do. So I'm not too worried about the debt aspect. I think the debt is going to be very easily handled by us. And, you are already seeing that even at the current level of debt, this quarter was a great quarter. We've actually declared a good profit despite all the provisioning that we've had to do for those venture debts. And once you retire those debts, obviously it's just going to unleash more profits. And therefore, I believe that we are in a good position.
Network 18 is now the clear leader in digital media, with 55% more users on native platforms and social media than Times Internet. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.